Right, it is day 2, and by day 2 I mean day 2 of owning that very specific yellow RX8 right there. Now, obviously I am incredibly excited about getting started on the car, but first things first, as you can see by the little B-roll over there, it is time to wash the car first. So I want to do a little Detail Geek. If you've not seen his channel, it's really good. Go watch it if you enjoy like any sort of like detail pressure washing videos. They're really satisfying to watch. Go check them out. I'll put a link to his channel below. Obviously much bigger like YouTuber than me, but I really like his content, and I'm going to do my best to try and, you know, compliment it by doing a video of my own, because I've really enjoyed it. I've got the perfect candidate here for a car that needs an impeccable wash, so I'm going to give it a go. So without further ado, let's go.
Right, so I'm starting things off here with just masking up all the holes anywhere where water can essentially get into the car, because obviously we're missing things like tail lights and the mirror here as well. So let's just seal that all up, refit the trim, and get power washing. I don't know whether you've personally power washed a dirty old car, but this is extremely satisfying. Just going around getting wheels. Oh, blocking the camera a bit there, Wes. This right here is going to be the most satisfying bit for me. Honestly, for a car that's sat for 2.5 years outside, it's accumulated a lot of dirt and mold really that built up in all the crevices, especially here in the lip on the boot. I'm honestly astonished at the amount of dirt that came out of it. So now in power washing, I'm not keeping the lance too close to the paint because I obviously don't want to damage the paint. A lot of dirt actually accumulated in those little gutters on top. Oh, there was a lot in the cowl. You can see it just splattered the wall. Oh, that's satisfying there. Cleaning the bonnet. And the engine bay. You'll notice here when I'm cleaning the engine bay, I actually end up distancing the lance quite a bit from anything related to the engine. You don't want to power wash the engine directly. You're just going to cause a lot of problems. Oh, I got all snow foam. And now I'm going through everything with a detailing brush. All the crevices, any sort of corner, channel, anywhere where dirt can sit, I'm going through there and just cleaning it all. And the badge, especially this rear lip, a lot was through there. One thing I was surprised is that it's actually rather hard on your hand doing this for a while. I honestly had a T-Rex hand afterwards. I ended up snow foaming the car again, and you can actually see how quickly it ends up running off. So this is actually the second time the car has been snow foamed, and I can then go ahead and wash everything with a microfiber mitt. And I end up sometimes switching it or flipping it back and forth twice on a panel, and then obviously rinsing and working away from the top down, obviously. Honestly, this car cleans up so well. Here we go, now I'm just going ahead and just covering the car with an iron remover.
The iron remover is definitely picking up iron deposits in the paint. You can see it all over. So one unfortunate paint blemish over there. Something seems to have gouged the car. But other than that, the rest of the paintwork's immaculate. So all I'm doing now is just letting this iron remover do its work so I can clay bar the roof, because, well, not just the roof, but pretty much the bonnet and the boot as well. Any sort of flat surface like this, the dirt has really started to sit in the paint, so obviously we're going to neutralize any sort of iron deposits and contaminants in the paint with the iron remover, and then we're going to go ahead, rinse that all down, and then clay bar to pull the rest of the contaminants out of the paint. You can just see all the iron contamination in the paint. Looks like the car's dirty all over again. So I'm going to go ahead now, rinse this all off. Now we can start with the clay bar. Right, so obviously you can't see much of the dirt except for a random bug that's landed on the car. I've already noticed bugs seem to like yellow cars. There's a lot of them that have just shown up randomly while I'm working on the RX8. So yeah, yeah. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to pick it up, but you can see these little bits of dirt here and here as well. They're rather stuck in the paint. And if I run my hand over, you can actually like hear the dirt. It's kind of sandpapery and kind of rough to the touch. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and use a clay bar and this lubricant over here, and what that does is it just helps the clay slide across the surface without sticking to it, so we can actually pull the contaminants up and actually not try and, you know, stick to the paint, because that's not what we want in the end. So let's go ahead and start the entire monumentous project of correcting this paint a bit. Right, now, don't know whether you can hear the difference between that, which I've gone ahead and clay barred, to that over there, which I haven't. It's like absolutely smooth, and then yeah, you can definitely hear the difference. So let's fix it, there we go. I'm going to carry on with the rest. I don't think I'll time lapse the rest of it, because you kind of get the gist of it, and it's going to take me a very long time, so I'll catch up with you guys when it's done. Right, it has been a good 2 hours ish, and here we go. A perfectly smooth, clean yellow surface. It's kind of weird to the point where it's so smooth, when you touch it you think it's almost plastic, but I can guarantee you it's definitely metal and immaculate paint. I mean, the camera's not even going to focus on it because there's literally nothing to focus on. Yeah, the car is definitely looking just so much better. Yeah, I definitely say this car's definitely needed a good wash and a good detail for a very long time. Now that it's clay barred, I'm just gonna rinse it off, and then we're gonna protect it with some beading compound. I say compound, it's more of a spray. I'll show you how that works in a moment. I'm gonna try and show and explain how this product works, but at the moment the paint is actually rather clean after the clay barring, so we kind of do get some, water beading, but nothing to the extent of what this Geon Instant Boost does. It is phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal. So what I'll do is, you actually got to apply it to a wet surface. So for example, we're going to quickly get the pressure washer. There we go. And then watch this water. I'm going to literally spray this and you literally start to watch it just bead for some unknown reason. I don't know how it does it, but it does. And now all you do is just rinse it off. Just like that. See how completely hydrophobic the surface is now. I mean, we'll do the same on the roof. Got the water pooling up. Right, and we rinse it again. Yeah, it's yellow too. How about that? Yeah. Absolutely beads off amazingly now. So yeah, I'm going to carry on doing this for the rest of the car. It's not exactly going to take me very long, but yeah. Now onto the interior. The interior of the car is very clean. There was no mold or anything. The owner obviously allowed the car to air out, so we didn't have any moisture or anything causing any mold or mildew inside the car, which is rather nice. You'll see what I'm doing when vacuuming here is going over the same part twice, just crisscrossing it in the opposite direction just to get all the dirt out of the fibers. I did more cleaning on the car, as well as a deep carpet extraction clean. However, I'm going to leave all that footage out just because it's going to make the video very long. But if you want to see anything like that, I will put it in another detailing video. Okay, all I'm going to say is, wow. Like, seriously, wow. Yeah, transformation match. That is a phenomenal paint job. I mean, I seriously don't know whether the camera does this justice, because in person, this is amazing. I mean, look at that shine. I mean, absolutely amazing. Yeah, I feel like this car's got a new lease on life after just having a bath. Now, time to get stuck into the interior, get all those spares out of there, and get cleaning everything in there so I can start putting things back together, I think.